With suggestions that taxpayers will have to pay some portion of the cost for the new Bills Stadium, just how much should we as taxpayers and our lawmakers know about the negotiations? That is the question about transparency on the minds of many local leaders.
And Channel 2's Ron Plants says that this sensitive subject matter was discussed yet again this week by Erie County lawmakers. And Ron, what can you actually tell us tonight about that discussion that occurred?
Scott, Mary Alice, the legislature voted as a full body yesterday to seek out updates on the stadium talks, even as County Executive Mark Poloncarz maintains he and the county's hired attorney, Franklin Jones, do not have a physical copy of the Pegula's privately funded study, which they're using to make their case for that $1.4 billion potential project in Orchard Park. So there could be two studies negotiators will work from: the Pegula's and the state's own study, which Governor Hochul said earlier this week should be released in the weeks to come. We're also learning today in a report from the Buffalo News, which we have not yet been able to confirm with the team, that the Bills will sell personal seat licenses up to $1,000 to anyone who wants to buy season tickets as a new requirement. The newspaper account says the Pegula's would use those license fees to pay their portion of the stadium cost, just like many other NFL franchises. Another example of information being leaked out to some media. Now, in the meantime, county lawmakers now formally requesting updates from the county executive on the stadium negotiations. Again, that passed yesterday. The Democrats shut down a push by the Republican and conservative legislators for a monitoring role in those negotiations.
We should see where the Pegula's are coming from in their ask, and we should see where our lead negotiator, the county executive, is coming from in his ask. You know, we have to be the ones that make the decision at the end of the day. There's 11 of us, and to witness the negotiations, to be part of them and be there isn't going to hurt anyone.
The purpose of this whole thing is to get a deal that both the Buffalo Bills and the county of Erie can live with, that benefits us both. And if you throw too many hurdles in there, if you put too many people in the room, it's just not going to happen.
So today we asked for an interview with County Executive Poloncarz on these points through a spokesman. He responded that the information will be released eventually at the appropriate time as Erie County and the state share the results of their study with his confidence in the negotiations. But he stressed again the legislature's role is just to review the contracts, and that when a deal is done and ready for review, then it will be shared with them, and here's that phrase again, at the appropriate time. It's not clear how that squares with the legislature's resolution requests for these periodic updates. Ron Plants, Channel 2 News.